Hi friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. Today we're going to be talking about my top 10 blushes, powder and cream included. If that sounds fun to you, then go ahead and stay tuned. If you've been here, you may be noticing that my setup looks a little different. In my beauty tour, which I kind of went over how my makeup is stored in my last video. You can check that out. I will link it in the cards. I went through my system and how I store things. Since then, I have completely, rearranged my makeup setup. I decided to go with the white desk, with the white desk, and kind of switch things up, and I really love it. So if you guys want to see an updated tour, make sure to let me know. I'm personally really digging these vines and my palette shelves. So yeah, just let me know if that's something you wanted to see. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be going through my top 10 favorite blushes. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell before you leave so that you're notified of all my future uploads. So let's go ahead and get into it. So as I go through these, they're going to be in no particular order. I have too many favorites to narrow them down from 10 to 1. It was hard enough for me to just pick 10. Just as reference, I do currently have 22 blushes in my collection. I have decluttered a few over, the past couple months, just shades that I'm not really enjoying or formulas. So yeah, first I want to go ahead and start with the powdered blush section. Like I mentioned, these are in no particular order. So the first one I want to start with is the Cover FX. This is one of their blush duos. This one is in the shade Warm Honey. I love this shade. It's such a gorgeous nude with like a really subtle peach undertone. I have two others of this duo, but they're in different shades. So I really love this particular shade. When I use it, I normally dip back and forth between this shade and just get a really nice mixture of both going before I apply it to the cheeks. Not to mention how satisfying is that freaking imprint. I'm really a fan of this one. It blends out really easily, isn't like overly pigmented in my opinion, so you can build it up or sheer it out. But yes, this is in the top 10. Next is a product that is newer to me, but has been like, I don't know why it's newer to me because everyone has raved about this formulation literally for years. But I finally got one of the, if I can get it open, I finally got one of the Milani baked blushes. I know, I am late to the game and I 100% slept on this product. Like, if you've tried them, then you know. I cannot believe I waited this long. It is so good. I have the shade Rose d'Oro, and I will link all of these blushes below in the description as well. But oh my gosh, this is such an underrated product in my opinion. When you apply it, it is pigmented, but it like shears out into the most beautiful peach shade. And it has like a really nice sheen to it as well. And it literally just looks like you're glowing from within in like a peachy vibe. I don't know. Like, I might not be the best about explaining things, but bottom line, this fucking slaps and it is so affordable. I highly recommend. This is honestly, I don't know if I want to say it. It might be my favorite powdered blush. It is just so good and it's so affordable and I love the shade. But yeah, this is a good one. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend that you pick it up and try one. The next powder blush, this one is actually from Colourpop, their Milani collection that they launched a while ago. It's specifically in the shade Matchmaker, which in my opinion is super gorgeous. You see those sparkles there? So if you're not someone that likes glitter or sparkle in your blush, then steer clear of this. It is a very glittery and powdery formula, which I was kind of, I don't know, this shade looks like a beautiful neutral. I was kind of worried about it might look like a bronzer or something, but it's a gorgeous neutral with a really light peach undertone, and that seems to be what I'm really vibing with lately, if you're not picking up that trend. But yes, this is so beautiful. It does have a lot of fallout in the pan, which personally, fallout doesn't bother me in the pan at all. It doesn't bother me on the eyes either, because I do my eyes first. But this is just beautiful in my opinion. It has those glitter flecks, but I like that. I think that it looks really pretty on the cheek, and I would highly recommend this one as well. Colourpop is super affordable. I know on the brand side of things, they're a little bit sketchy, but I already have this and I like it, and I would recommend it. It's one of my favorite formulas. Obviously, we're in the top 10. Now the rest are cream formulations. We have one that is kind of in the middle, which is the Patrick Ta Face, this blush. It is in the shade She's So LA. It's the cream and powder duos that he launched. And let me flip this down here. So this one, you can either just use the cream, you can just use the powder, or how I personally do it is cream and then I top it with the powder. This one is so pretty. Again, it just looks like it would be a bronzer shade, but it actually has like a very pink rosy undertone, which I don't know if it would even pick up. If you swatch it here a little, wow, I'm so terrible at swatching. But okay, let me try that. Let me try that again. Take two. And it looks kind of brown here, but like you see that shift where the undertone pulls a little bit of the pink. That's what it does on the cheeks, and I find that I really enjoy that. All these blushes that I'm going to be talking about today, they all have really great staying power. That's why I like them. I'm typically wearing my makeup for 8 to 12 hours, so I need something with a long staying power. These do it, and this shade is just so beautiful. The packaging is gorgeous, however, it gets dirty fairly easily. That's just the kind of packaging that it is. It is what it is, but I love the product inside. This one and the Cover FX one are more on the pricey side, so if you don't want to spend that kind of cash, I just recommend that, you wait for a sale. That I do that plenty of the time, trying to save a buck. Right now we're making the full transition into creams. First one I want to talk about is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I don't even recall what shade this is in because they don't have the shades on the bottom, and that's like my one complaint about it because I can't really refer back. But that's the shade swatched out. As you guys can see, these are pretty sheer, which I think would make them really beginner friendly, but they can also be built up really nicely. I forget how much this was. I can't imagine it was more than $5 though, since it is e.l.f. But it is a really gorgeous shade. It's a great beginner cream formula. The staying power is nice. If you really want to lock it in, you could always top it with another peachy toned blush. That's a way to help it stay locked in. But I'm really enjoying this. I will say I haven't had it for very long. So, I've been blown away with the first impressions, but I'll keep testing it out. And obviously I like it enough to have it make the top 10. So take that with what you will. But I've been enjoying it. And then, let's see, we'll go to another similar shade. This one is from Physicians Formula. This is the multi-color stick. I have the shade Warm Coral. I am an affiliate with Physicians Formula, so if you want to check it out, I do have an affiliate link in the bio. No pressure though. But this formula is so good. It's a multi-stick, so you can use it, like, look at that. How beautiful is that? You can use it on your cheeks, eyes, lips. I have done all of the above. I actually created a super beautiful multi-chromatic look with this multi-stick. It's up on my Instagram feed. If we're not friends over there, I will link my handle below. Be sure to follow me. I post pretty often over there. But I did a complete multi-chrome look with this stick. There we go. and I really loved it. It's such a beautiful coral shade. It applied really nicely on the cheeks, on the eyes. Of course, I did use an eye primer and I did set with powder before I applied the multi-stick. That's just something that I do no matter what I'm using because I want it to last longer. It was super creamy on the lips. It didn't feel like drying or anything like that, but yeah, another really affordable product that I would highly recommend. I love it, and honestly, I need to use it more, but welcome to having a big collection. I need to use everything more, but I really love this and would recommend these. And then, as you all probably already know, if you watched my HalfCaked review, I love the HalfCaked products. I have the candy paint in the shade Velvet Tiger. This is another beautiful cream blush formulation. Super affordable. This retails for like $8, I think. Plus, they always are having sales going on. So if it's a little bit out of your budget range, then wait for a sale. They will have one. I really enjoy this shade, this formula. Like, look at that. It just, it's so creamy. And I highly recommend, it's this one right here, beautiful shade. If you're going to be using this, to go in with a very light hand and build it up, because this formulation is so pigmented, you guys. The first time I used it, I was not ready. I looked like I got hit in the face. So yeah, it's definitely one that it is pigmented, going with a light hand and then build it to your liking. I prefer to apply all my creams with a stipple brush. I just feel like it goes on a lot better that way and it blends out a lot easier. So if you're having any issues with applying cream blush, I'd pick up one of the e.l.f. stipple brushes. They're like $3 and they're so worth it. But yep, love this blush. The next one is going to be from Jouer Cosmetics. These are their Blush and Bloom cheek and lip duos. They're so cute because you can pop off both sides, and then the product, you twist it up, and then you have product on the other end, you twist it up. So you get two shades in one component, which I honestly think is so nice. Let me just swatch right here. This shade is Celebrate Me. It's beautiful. It's a really pinky undertone. And then this one is Promise Me. So Celebrate Me, Promise Me. I like this one. It's such a pretty cool like mauve tone, but I love these. Again, you can just go in with your finger, dot it on to your cheek, or if you want to use it, these ones actually do really well even with like a domed brush that's more packed, and you can just take it in on the top and then apply it to your cheek, and it's not going to be too pigmented in my opinion, but these blend out so nicely. And yeah, I just love them, as you can as you can probably tell. I just love these duos. They recently launched a new one. This is the only duo that I have, but I would be interested in picking up more of them. They're gorgeous and I love the formula. And then we're down to the last two. If you came from Instagram, then you know I love these products. I am obsessed with their cream blush. These were the first cream blushes that I ever owned. They are from Honest Beauty. They're super affordable. They're under 15 bucks. And for being a beginner, these were so beginner friendly. I literally had no issues. These apply great on bare skin. They apply well over makeup or under makeup. Like, they can literally do no wrong. No wrong. I love these and I highly recommend them. If you're going to be picking up any cream blushes, you need to try this formula. I have the shade Coral Peach, which look at that shade. I'm like looking over there because I'm looking in the monitor at it, but it is so freaking pretty. And I'll swatch this for you guys. This one is another one that is super great if you want to apply a couple dots with your finger, or if you just want to go in straight with a brush. Either way works really well with these. Like I said, it's such an easy formula to work with, which is what I like. I don't want something that I'm gonna have to finagle with, and I have to do my makeup a specific way for the product to work. I want something that I can use and it's gonna work no matter what. Like, that is the kind of vibe that I'm going for. I don't want to have to completely alter my makeup routine to make a product work for me. And that's what these are. They're just so easy, simple, like literally no brainer. I also have the shade Peony Pink, which is a really pretty pink. I want to pick up the more neutral pink as well. And I'll swatch this one for you guys too, but it is so, like, look at that. And you can put these on your lips as well. I haven't tried that yet. It'd be a nice like monochromatic look, but yeah, I really love that shade. And similar to the other one, in the summer, I will literally just put on one of these blushes, a little bit of either like a creamy bronzer or a highlight, and I'll roll out with just some mascara. These are so great for just easy, quick looks, but also they're great, you know, if you're going to be going full glam. And that is it for my top 10 favorite blushes. I will have them all linked in the description so that you know which ones they are if you want to try them out. If you all would be interested in more videos of me chatting about my top 10 per category, let me know what category that you would like to see in the comments. And that's all for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up before you leave, and I will see you in the next one.